How's everyone doing today? Doing a quick update on the market and what I'm looking at right now. If you don't know me, I'm Bryer. I've been in the blockchain Bitcoin space since late 2009 when I found Bitcoin and began running a node on the Bitcoin network. So fumbling my mic here, but yeah, I bring these videos to you guys. I have a Patreon group, which is always in the description on YouTube. But yeah, we're in there in the Telegram. Write a weekly newsletter, put out the 245th straight week this week. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. But if you're interested in that stuff, it's always in the details in the description. Let's share my screen here. So what I've been talking about with my patrons for now for a few weeks is the fact that last cycle, if we look at the Bitcoin halving date and about all the way back in 2020, which feels like 2 decades ago now, but May 11th, 2020, we look at something like Near, which I'm heavily interested in. It's one of my favorite projects in the space, and I think that they have some of the best technology all around and team as far as devs and developers, engineers, all that good stuff. Anyways, if you look at the last cycle, as I noted, we can see that in May of 2020, the Bitcoin halving occurred, and then right around that time frame, a year later, um, you normally start to see that climb up. So we saw basically a local top on Near in the altcoin market. Um, was that 9 months later? Um, yeah, 9 months later, almost to the day. Yeah, and a day. So it's $6.81. And then we saw a massive pullback and drawdown, which took the asset all the way back to 180 back in June. And my theory this cycle has been that we're front running this cycle. Doesn't have to be dramatic, but it seems like that to me, maybe a couple months. So if we look now, we can see that it took from the bottom there at $1.80, it only took what 7 months to peak at $20.44 or 20.46 here on this chart. So um, yeah, massive move back to the upside. After that, the price went up $18, and I think we could be seeing something similar here. We can see back in October of 2023, we pretty much saw the price bottom out there, I think. Did it go lower before that? No. We dipped under $1 on Near in the bear market. I think it went to 99 cents on some exchanges, but it was right around a buck. And then we got this impulse up here, which peaked out around $8 here in May of 2024. And then we sold off, which the sell-off was a little more drawn out this time and gradual, I think because of the Trump pump, whatever you want to call it, and some external factors on Bitcoin. But this cycle has definitely been a little bit different. But as you can see, we reached all the way back down below $1.90, and I think the bottom, this local bottom so far is around like a buck 85 on Near, buck 84. So it's like within pennies of what we saw last cycle after almost the same exact top we can see here. Um, not not the same price, but within a buck or within a buck, basically, within $1. And now we see the drawdown. It's almost like clockwork. Will we see that major march up back to at least test the all-time high on market cap, which would put the asset around $13, I think, just off the top of my head. With the inflation of the tokenomics on Near, that would put the asset, the Near token back to around $13, I think, and then we'll see if it goes on to make a new high or not. But I think that would be a very interesting spot for traders when we start to see that price. If we end up seeing Bitcoin march on to 130,000 like I've predicted, it might. But yeah, last last week I tweeted out on the 9th of this month. Let's see, on the night April 9th, I tweeted that I think the bottom, this would be almost certainly be the bottom for Bitcoin and alts without the externals. This is with all the Trump tariffs. However, at this point, honestly, what can't be priced in, adding more. So I've been buying with both hands during this dip. And as I record this, it's Bitcoin's up more than $10,000 from the bottom. It's Bitcoin's at 84,597 above that supply line, which is 83,800 on the daily time frame. And I think that this is a very interesting spot for Bitcoin. I believe there's a strong possibility, and I'm never giving financial advice, but the market came out strong today on news of Nvidia. Um, Although it didn't exactly finish the day strongly, but Nvidia commits 500 billion to AI infrastructure build out in the US will bring supercomputer production to the US. I think this is massive for Nvidia. I was very interested in Nvidia under $100 last week or the last 10 days or whatever it is now, and closed the day at 110. So still interesting price for Nvidia, but yeah, I think that there's a very good chance that we see Bitcoin go back up to test 91. That's the overhead resistance now on the chart of around 91,000 on the daily time scale. So I would look forward to that potentially happening this week, maybe if there's not too much more crazy noise coming out of the markets. But I just wanted to bring a quick update on what I'm looking at, and I'm always breaking down a lot of interesting altcoins and projects in this space as much as I can in the weekly newsletter. It's always in the double digits page wise, pretty much. So yeah, check it out. Check out the Telegram community. If you like this content, hit the thumbs up, and everybody have a great evening, day, morning, wherever you are.